Hi everyone, welcome to our first YouTube video. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Stanley.
And we live in Orange County, California. We recently got back from Walt Disney World and I asked if anyone wanted to see a merch haul and some people said yes, so that's why we're doing this video. A little bit about ourselves. We are Disney Pass holders. We like travel, we like live music, we
Going to the movies.
go to the movies, we do just normal people stuff. Intentions for this video, we're not really sure if this video is even gonna make it onto YouTube. Maybe I'm just
Fingers
gonna
crossed.
record it and it lives on my phone and it will never make it to YouTube. But we're gonna try.
Yeah. You
Honestly,
like merch? You like sharing your merch stories?
I do. Stanley's probably a lot better than me at this because he does trading videos at work.
Yeah, but I'm not normally like the forefront.
And I'm more of like a data analytics behind a computer person, so public speaking isn't really my wheelhouse. But I'm trying to get a little bit better at it, so maybe this will help with that a little
Break
bit.
out of the shell. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we spent 4 days in the parks. We bought a single day non-park hopper ticket for 4 days. So we did one park each day. We did Magic Kingdom first, and then we did Epcot. Then we did
Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios, and then we did Animal Kingdom. But the first 2 days we spent with our friends. We had two friends that went to the park with us, and then the last 2 days was just us. I was actually in Florida for a total of 10 days because I had a work function prior to our vacation, and then Stanley flew out afterwards, and he was in Florida for about 5 days. It was a long 10 days. The weather in Florida is very different
It was hot and humid.
than California, so my recommendation is not to go during the summertime. Not to go during the summertime. I mean, I went because I was already over there for work, and we thought it was like a good opportunity to extend our stay and go to the parks because I feel like it's like right there, and if I'm like going for work, I feel like I should just spend some time and hit the parks, but summers in Florida are very brutal.
The humidity is really bad. And we were super prepared this time too. We had umbrellas, cooling towels. I even bought fans this time. No.
Yeah.
We were ready to go home by like 3 or 4 p.m.
California is weather week. We are weak in terms of weather.
We-
We stayed at the All-Star Music Hotel.
Yep.
All-Star Music Hotel. It's one of the more affordable resorts that you can stay at. But
They call it a value resort.
But we did want to stay on property because the main drive for that is that they have free transportation to the park. So each day we don't have to call like an Uber, or like even if the hotels that we stay at in Florida offer a shuttle to Disney World, usually they only offer a shuttle like in the morning and in the evening. But if you stay on property, most of them have like a rotating bus that comes.
Yeah, every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Throughout the whole day, doesn't matter, up to an hour before the park opens to an hour after the park closes. Every 20 minutes, there's something coming and going.
Yeah, so I think that was one of like the main drives for us to stay on a Disney property so that we could get to the parks easily and we don't have to think about it. But overall, the property is pretty nice. We've stayed there before. I
Yeah.
think this was our second time staying there. It's pretty much like a no-frills hotel.
Good theming though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a merch haul. I think I did pretty good this time. I told myself I wasn't gonna buy a lot, mostly because of luggage space limitations. But also we live in an apartment, so
No, that's not gonna stop you. It's a luggage space.
like bringing stuff back and finding places to put it in an apartment is also a challenge. So I tried to really like wrangle things in. Like during the trip, Stanley was like, "Are you really not going to go inside the stores?" And I was just like, "No, I have a good idea of what I want to buy already, and I don't want to go inside the stores and like tempt myself with other things." And I think like early on in the trip, we were already pretty full in our luggage, so
Yeah, you called me like 2 days into your Florida trip, like bring extra luggage.
yeah, we flew Southwest, so we both get like 2 free check-ins, and I called Stanley and said like, bring some empty luggage when you fly out because I need a little bit more room because
And we came back and everything was full.
yeah, it was actually a pretty challenge. We were at the airport and we had to rearrange the stuff in our luggage because our luggage was overweight and we needed to like shift some stuff. But in the end, we got everything home. So yeah, so I guess we can start with some stuff. I just have all the bags down here and we're just gonna like pull out stuff and show you and talk about it maybe.
What do you want to start with?
Maybe we'll start with the mugs.
Okay.
So these are Starbucks mugs that are exclusive to the parks. To be honest with you, these mugs are the main driving reason why I go back to Disney World. You can only get these mugs inside the parks. Like if you go to downtown Disney or Disney Springs, I don't believe you can get them from the Starbucks there. I think they have the Florida version, but they don't have the individual parks version.
Yeah, Florida and Orlando. It's the Discovery series.
Yeah, so this is the most recent iteration. It's called the Discovery series. And basically there is a mug for each park. So this one is the Magic Kingdom park. I don't know, like this is weird, we have to walk around and get closer, but
Yeah, I'll hand them to you.
this is the Magic Kingdom park. It has the Magic Kingdom logoing, and then it has some of the landmarks on here.
Ooh, the colors inside are different too.
Yeah, the colors inside are different. So Magic Kingdom is blue. Honestly, this one is not my favorite iteration of the Starbucks mugs. This is iteration number 5. And some of the past ones I think are a little bit nicer. Not so that these aren't nice, but also I'm just a collector, so no matter what it looks like, I'm probably gonna buy them.
I have to say, color-wise, when you first look at it, it doesn't look the best. But actually, when you start looking at the things that they feature, like for me, I didn't like it at first either, but after we were looking at this before doing this video, I'm like, oh, there's actually some pretty cool things on the mug.
No, yeah, there's always cool things on the mug, but I think that the coloring is just.
It's not my color.
I'm not understanding.
Especially when you look at all of them as a collection, they don't really seem unified.
Like this one is, here's the Epcot mug. This one's kind of like a teal and purple theme. And maybe purple because Figment is purple.
Oh, there you go.
And teal maybe goes well along with it, but
There's the Guardians right on the back.
yeah, they have like some of the cool rides there. So they have the Guardians ride. That's the new one over there, and it's a really cool ride. I think
Definitely
I can
top 3.
Yeah, I definitely think it's top 3 of all the parks, and honestly, it's such a fun ride. Like when you're going through it, I think you're just smiling the entire time because it's such a fun roller coaster. They have Olaf here. I think Olaf is because they have the Frozen ride. They have this thing from Moana, this Tafiti thing, because they opened up this water experience.
Yeah,
but
a walk through water experience.
we didn't really go to that. They have Figment. Figment is the mascot of Epcot. Ratatouille. They have a Ratatouille ride at Epcot.
The trackless ride.
Trackless ride, kind of similar to Star Wars.
Yeah, or
It's
even in
interesting.
Tokyo, it's similar to like the Beauty and Beast ride.
Yeah, so this is the Epcot. This is the Epcot mug, and then this is the Hollywood Studios mug. Hollywood Studios. So again, the coloring. I'm not sure why this one is orange and yellow and teal. But it has Mickey and Minnie's Railway. We have that in California. It's a fun ride. They have the Muppets 3D ride as well as the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I actually miss the Hollywood Tower of Terror. We got rid of ours and changed it to Guardians. And
Which is still a good ride.
Guardians is a good ride. I miss Hollywood Tower of Terror because that's the original, right? And I liked it. I think like they could have added Guardians and not taken away
True.
Hollywood
That's a good
Tower of
fact.
Terror. They have Fantasmic,
Good
Star Wars Land, and then they have the Rock and Roller Coaster ride, which is a ride that is exclusive to Hollywood
Yes.
studios. We don't have that in California, and that one's also a super cool ride.
It's like an indoor Incredicoaster, but vamped up even more.
Yeah. And then the last mug is the Animal Kingdom mug, and this one makes sense. It's green, green and yellow. On here they have the Safari ride and the Finding Nemo. They have a play there that they do that's Finding Nemo. They have the Expedition Everest. That one's a really cool roller coaster. Probably one of my favorite rides at Disney World. And then they have the floating Avatar Islands, Pandora, and then they have Dinosaur because they have a dinosaur land.
Yeah.
Although we think that they're remodeling that.
Rumors are they're gonna rebrand the Dinosaur Land, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and their dinosaur land is kind of similar to our Indiana Jones ride. Like the car is kind of
ride in there, yeah.
but honestly, it wasn't.
It was slower this time.
Yeah, it felt underwhelming this time. But this is the Animal Kingdom mug. So those are the 4 Starbucks mugs, and I just thought I would pull out the 2 from here just to show you. So this we didn't get over in Walt Disney World, but this is the Disney California Adventures one. So I think these are the ones that we saw first, and we weren't really sure about the color scheme. So a lot of teal this collection.
Oh, yeah.
So this one's like teal and red. They have like, here's the Guardian Tower, Mickey Fun Wheel, and then we also have the Disneyland one, and the Disneyland is like a pink and purple, so it's colors of the castle.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
okay. Yeah.
But it has Haunted Mansion, some of our icons. Here's the castle. But yeah, actually, I don't actually know when they released this. I want to say they actually released it like last year.
It was last year.
They released this last year, but we haven't been to Florida since, and I really needed to get these before they sold out. What else do we have from our trip? Let's go over. How about the make your own headbands?
Okay.
So this is only found at Disney Springs. So we were in the parks and we saw a whole bunch of people wearing them. They're not exclusive to Florida because they were sold over here in California, but they sold out quick.
Yeah.
And
it's coming back.
it's coming back
August 8th.
August 8th, so in a couple days.
Yeah.
The premise is they give you a headband, and then you can buy characters and you can add them to the headband and make your own ears. So let me just stick these on real quick. They're Velcro, so there's like Velcro on them, and you just Velcro them on, and then you can like position them, and then you have your custom make your own Mickey Minnie ears. And they have a whole bunch of different characters that you can put on. You can put on 1, you can put on 2, you can put, they said up to 4, up to 5 can
They said
fit.
it fits 4 comfortably.
They said it fits 4 comfortably.
Should we show them what 4 looks like?
I think, yeah, we can do 4. Here is a Donald, and here is Mickey. So they said you can put 4 on it comfortably, but I kind of like the traditional 2 look because then it looks like Mickey ears. When you put 4 on, it looks kind of crowded, and it almost gives me kind of like Frida Kahlo vibes because you know how like she wears like the flowers in her hair. like when you put it on, it just looks very crownish. Yeah, so they have 4. You can fit 4 comfortably on here, but I don't know, like, what do you think?
Shall I? I don't really normally wear ears, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks
I
a little
look-
it looks a little too much to me when you have 4.
I feel like I'm wearing a crown.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a.
it looks very Statue of Liberty. But yeah, it's cool. They have different characters. They have Mickey and Minnie. They have Donald. They have Daisy. I got Chip. We got another Donald. We got
You have a Dale in there somewhere, right? Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
we
show
got-
you first.
Pooh and Tigger.
Pooh and Tigger. They look super cute.
We got the alien guy. We got another Mickey.
It's an alien guy. So we saw some people were in the park wearing like 3 of these on the headband, which I thought was super cool.
And then here's Stitch.
Stitch.
And
Also looks. I feel like the quality for this is very good.
the
Like
quality is
we've
very
seen
good.
some plushes before where it looks nothing like the character.
Yeah.
These all look like the character.
The plushes look very good. Yeah, I agree. Good quality.
Chip and Dale. And you know what? Because I don't normally wear ears, but people say like the ear bands are pretty tight. These actually don't feel too tight to me. Like I'm wearing them, and maybe it's the weight, but I feel like if I was to go forward, it would just fall off. So
Is that
I
good?
guess-
Is that bad?
I mean, I guess like if you don't want a headache all day, these are probably more comfortable ears. I see some people like wearing it over a baseball cap too.
Oh.
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
just throwing it out there.
But yeah, so I liked it. You can like mix and match them. Big controversy. Like I originally when I thought I bought it, I would get like 2 Mickeys, so it's like 1 Mickey on one side and then another Mickey on the other side. Or I bought 2 Donalds because I wanted a Donald and a Donald on each side. But then I saw people doing like the couples, like Donald and Daisy, or Mickey and Minnie, or Chip and Dale, and I'm super OCD, so I don't know if I could mix like a Dale and like a Minnie because I'm just like, those two don't really go together.
Yeah, but
Like,
people at Disney, you just do your favorite characters.
yeah, but I saw, you know, like people did like all sorts of combinations and all different numbers of characters. So maybe 1, maybe 2, 3, 4. So it's like your make your own journey. But they are a little on the pricier side. Do you remember how much they were?
So it was $9.99 for the headband, and then $11.99 for each little plushie or each add-on.
Okay, so $11.99. So 12 and 12 is 24.
Mhm.
24 plus 10.
Would be like 34.
34. So actually kind of the
Almost
same,
like a normal headband
kind
price.
of almost the same price as a normal headband, yeah. But you just, I think why I think it's expensive is because this is what happens. Like, you end up buying them all because I want options, and
I think the only one we didn't buy was what, Buzz and Lotso?
yeah. So I think there was a couple that we didn't buy. I didn't buy Lotso. I'm not a big Lotso fan. I don't know why people like Lotso because he's technically the bad guy.
But he smells like strawberries.
And
Or
maybe he
berries.
redeemed himself. I can't remember. I think maybe he redeemed himself in the movies, and maybe he became a good guy. But yeah, Lotso, not my favorite. And then the Buzz Lightyear, I like Buzz Lightyear, but because of the shape of the head, his head was kind of like a little bean shape, and it looked really weird having like a
It was a small
spherical
head.
shape with like a bean shape. So I couldn't see myself putting the bean with the sphere shape. And
Andrew's about the symmetry, so I'm pretty sure this is bugging him too.
that's okay. Like
Yeah.
they're both kind of like a football shape, so that's okay. But yeah, these are the make your own headband adventures, and it was at the, like I said, it was only at Disney Springs, and it's at the Ever After store. And what was cool was we found out that if you have a Disney Visa, they
Oh, yeah.
give you 10% off.
They do.
So everywhere we were going, everyone's always asking like, do you have an annual pass holder discount? And we're like, no, we're not from Florida, we're from California. Can you hook us up anyways? But this place, they were just like, oh, if you have a Disney Visa, you get 10% off. So we were able to get 10% off of these with our Disney Visa.
Yeah.
Okay, next item we got, smaller item, magnets. They're just Disney magnets of each of the parks. So we like to collect magnets for our door. Our door, we can magnet stuff to it.
We live in an apartment, so our door's metal, which
Our
is
door's
fire
metal,
safe.
yeah. And over time, like we've, you know, I'm sure you guys have your annual pass holder magnets and your magic key magnets. We got some magnets from Disney Tokyo that are like shaped like this hamburger bun.
Oh, let's show them. Let me go get it.
Or this bow shape. So we got some magnets over there. I'm trying to see what else we have over there. But yeah, so we just got some magnets so we could remember the trip because we don't have anything Disney World-ish. But yeah, I could show you the magnets closer. So there was, I mean, this was only $14.99 for 4 magnets. You got Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom with the icons. So I thought it was reasonable. I mean,
And this is not from Disney World, but these are Tokyo, Japan magnet little plushies. I'm not a big merch person, but these are super cute, and I love how they look, and they're food related, and I'm all about the snacks, so.
yeah. So next we got Figment Items. So if you're from California, you're probably like, who's Figment? And I think we're not quite sure who Figment is either. But
It's a figment of your imagination.
it's a figment of your imagination.
I looked it up.
But we know he's big in Epcot. He's like the mascot of Epcot. And at first, like, I thought he was that dragon from Bed Knobs and Door or something. Elliot, the green.
Elliot.
Elliot, the green dragon. I thought he was like the same thing, but he's different. So I just wanted to get something exclusive to Walt Disney World, and this is what I landed on. So I got Figment ears. So here are the ears. I don't know how new or old they are, but
I think they're pretty new.
yeah, so this is
Yeah.
Figment. And then I also got a Figment shoulder pal. So the Figment shoulder pal, do we have prices? I don't know how much
I
it
think
was.
that was $24.99.
Yeah. Disney's very good at not putting prices on their stuff. Like they put it like teal or red, and then you have to find the guide that tells you like how much the guide is. Like, see, this one doesn't have a price either. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but whatever. But yeah, so like the shoulder pals, we actually already have 2. I have a Sebastian, and Stanley has a Ratatouille. Oh, he's actually right over here. Stanley has a Ratatouille. And what it is it has a magnet, and then the character that magnets on top of it. So what you do is you slip this under your shoulder,
Yeah.
or anywhere, and then you magnet this on so it looks like he's sitting on your shoulder, and then sits on your shoulder all day.
Yeah. Some people do it on their hats too.
Wow. That's like, be careful because the magnet is strong, but not the strongest, so sometimes it does fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one's Figment, and you know, I thought it was cute and exclusive to Epcot, so I like exclusive stuff.
My tip for those that are worried about it falling off, normally I just get like a thread and needle, and I just sew the tag onto the shoulder thing, so if it does fall off, it's not falling on the floor and you don't lose it. At least it's like hanging and dangling. You just sort of put it right back on your shoulder.
So you sew it into your shirt?
No, like you sew like the tag right over here. Most people cut it off, so you can cut it off, thread the tag, and then on the other side thread it to this thing right over here, so it's sort of attached to each other. So if it does fall, it's sort of just like hanging. It doesn't fall onto the floor.
I believe you.
Yes.
He'll demonstrate in another video. And then when we were in Animal Kingdom, I saw this shoulder magnet, do we call them? Shoulder pal?
Shoulder pal, that sounds good.
Shoulder pal. And this is also
Shoulder
exclusive to Walt Disney World. It is from Animal Kingdom. It is that avatar creature. They call it a Banshee. And so they have that ride over in Animal Kingdom where it's the Flight of Passage, where you get to ride on the Banshee and see the Avatar world.
It's really cool. It's very immersive.
Yeah, Stanley really liked that ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the Banshee, and I also thought like, oh, like that might look cool. Or when I'm walking around Disneyland, it's not from Disneyland, so it looks cool.
What'd you say?
It's nice to have things from other places. But yeah, so this is the other shoulder pal that we got. It's a Avatar Banshee. It's 4 eyes.
And I guess you watched the new Avatar movie, Way of Water. I think they updated the ride to have some scenes from Way of Water too. So I think it's very cool because the last time I went on it was like 2 years ago. I didn't like it that much at that time. I think 2 years ago I was too into the mechanics of it, so I was like staring off at all the other riders and seeing how everything worked. So I didn't enjoy it as much, but this time I definitely enjoyed it a lot more.
It's very similar to the mechanics of Soaring Over California Adventures.
Yeah.
So in Soaring California Adventures, you're on like the seats, and they're kind of like a swing, and then they lift you up, and then you have like that dome screen, and then you're like flying over the world or California. And then this one, you're almost like on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So you're like sitting on it, like straddling it like a motorcycle, but it's supposed to be like the Banshee. And then
you have 3D glasses.
You have 3D glasses, and then you like, ride it like you're riding a Banshee. And the cool thing is that it expands, so like the actual thing that you're sitting on, it like kind of like compresses and expands so that it makes you feel like you're on an animal.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like if you look down, it looks like a motorcycle.
Don't pay attention to the mechanics, just enjoy the ride itself.
Yeah, and I think like I've ridden it a couple times now, and I like it, and it is like the ride of Animal Kingdom, but it's slowly like losing its originality or something. Like like when you ride something over and over and over again, you just kind of like.
I don't know, but I know you enjoyed the line.
Oh yeah, the line was all indoors, and it was very air conditioned, and the line was like an hour. It was like the best hour because I wasn't out in the humidity.
We weren't sweating, no heat rashes.
Okay, so the next thing I got from Walt Disney World are some ornaments.
So this is a controlled purchase, as you guys can see. Like we're still filling at the table.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised.
This is
seeing everything laid out.
This is the smaller purchase. But okay, so I have a friend who lives in Florida, and they're really into Disney, and their house has really cool Disney stuff. And one day I was watching their stories, and in the background they had a stand, and they had all these little like things. And I said like, let me see what they are. And what they had was they had little ornaments of all the hotels over in Florida. And I saw them and I said, ooh, that looks really cool. I want it. So I asked them like, hey, can you slowly start buying them for me? And eventually when I make it out to Florida, like I'll pick them up from you. So they like were slowly buying them for me. They were calling me. They're like, do you want me to buy this one? Do you want me to buy this one? And I said like, yeah, buy it. And I like Venmoed them the money. And so now I have all these ornaments. And
so you were purchasing before we even arrived.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like now that I have them, I'm not as enthusiastic about it. And I think the reason why for that is, honestly, I haven't been to a lot of these hotels. Like this one's Grand California Adventures. We'll move closer so you can see that. But
well, we've been to that one.
We've been to this one. So this one I have an emotional attachment to. And then this one is the Grand Polynesian. It's supposed to be like their Hawaii hotel, and I've never been to this hotel. And then this one is their old Key West hotel, and I've also never been to this hotel. And I think the difference is he lives over there and he goes to the different restaurants into these hotels. So he's been there, he's seen it, and he has a memory from there.
So these are just goals now, right? Like the next time we go, we should visit one of these hotels and make like an emotional connection to it.
Yeah, if we have time.
We'll make time.
We'll have time, yeah. So right now, I'm just looking at these hotels and I'm just like,
oh, this is like contemporary.
This is cool. Like it's a hotel, but yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these anymore. It might have been an impulse buy. It definitely might have been an impulse buy.
I'm sure you'll get attached once you visit to the hotel.
And I feel like once I start, I can't stop, right? Like I need all of them.
No, you don't.
And they're kind of pricey. They're like $35 each. And you know, like look, like when you put them all next to each other, they start looking cool because they're like there's a lot of them.
But it's super cute too, because like on one side is the actual hotel. So here's the actual hotel. And on the other side it has like a scene inside the hotel. So I think that's super cool.
Yeah. And then I guess we also got rides. This is the aerial ride, and then we have the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So here's showing you over in the Magic Kingdom, they have the Ariel Castle, and it's the aerial ride inside, and super cool. I like it. And then in the back, they have the ride, so it's the aerial ride. And then this is what the Pirates looks like over in Florida. It looks different from ours. And if you flip it around, you get the ride. Yeah, they have some of the scenes. But yeah, how do I start on something? I'm not so sure about these. We don't even have a Christmas tree, to be honest with you. We moved in here in December.
But we have a ledge and we have countertops for you to display this.
Yeah, so I don't even ever have a Christmas tree to put this on, so we'll figure it out. Okay. We only have one more thing to show you guys. And these are like these are my prized possessions, these Starbucks cups, because these are the main drivers of why I like to go to Walt Disney World. But these are also my prized possessions. I got a Epcot cookie jar, and it's pretty big. And I had to hand carry this back. What does it say, to America? To California. Because I was not going to check this, because I'm pretty sure if I checked this, it would break. So I had
Did it even come in a box?
It didn't. They just wrapped it in paper.
Oh, yeah. No.
So like
That's
I
unnecessary.
wrapped it in my clothing, and I put it into a duffel bag, and then I hand carried it, and it's like super heavy. But I needed to make sure. But story behind this is I've been wanting this for like 6 years. Like I went over to Florida 6 years ago, and I saw this, and it's like, I want this, but how do I get it back to California? And back then I didn't have enough luggage space. And then I came back 4 years ago, and they didn't have it anymore. And I was like, no, like this is what happens when you don't buy things when you want them. Like my biggest advice to people is if you want something, buy it.
Disney changes merch so quickly, but also sometimes it does come back, but it takes a couple of years. Like this one took 6 years.
Yeah. So I was walking through the world of Disney on this trip, and I saw it. And I was like, just buy it and figure out how to get it back to California.
Hence the phone call for the extra luggage.
Yeah. So I called Stanley and said, bring extra luggage. I need to get this home to California. So not only did I see this cookie jar,
Size reference. It's basically like your head.
but I also saw this cookie jar. And this is a cookie jar of the Cinderella castle. So here is my second cookie jar. It's also good, decent size.
It's like 10 pounds.
And I said, I want this one too. So I was like, you know, like, look, it's Walt Disney World. It's like, right here. You know, I don't know why they don't have the tree. They need to make the tree, and then they need to make the Hollywood Tower of Terror, because then that completes it. But I mean, this is a good representation.
Are we gonna store cookies in this?
No. We actually bought cookies from Gideon's. I don't know if you guys know what Gideon's is, but it's like a Florida thing. It's at their Disney Springs. It's like what? Their equivalent of like Sprinkles, or their equivalent of Levain from New York, or something like that.
Because there is a Sprinkles there.
Yeah. And people line up for Gideon's like
an hour.
An
plus.
hour and a half.
So
It's
like
like
that virtual queue, just like at Disneyland, right? You have to like virtual queue, and then they'll call you back to stand in the line to go into Gideon's.
yeah. So sometimes it's like a really long line to get in, but like these cookies are no joke. Let me get you a cookie to see.
We were lucky this time because basically on our last night we finished Animal Kingdom. They closed at 6, so we left a little bit earlier than that. Went back to our hotel, then went to Disney Springs to try to catch the drone show.
Oh yeah, the drone show is a really cool show. You should
Yeah.
definitely see the drone show. It's free. It's at Disney Springs. It
Yeah.
has 2 showings a night.
Only for the summer though, so it's ending probably in the next month or 2, I think.
But super cool. Like we've only seen a drone show once down for 4th of July. This one,
The San Diego one.
yeah, but this was okay. So like, see, I don't put my cookies in the cookie jar. They go into a Tupperware,
Airtight.
and then they sit next to the cookie jar. But they don't go in the cookie jar because it's decorative. So this is more of his thing. He's more of the foodie enthusiast. It's a thick cookie.
Here, let's-
It is. How much is the cookie? $6.
So $6 a cookie. That's the Gideon's logo, I guess you could say. And then they wrap it up, and then this is one of the cookies. Look at how big this cookie is. So here's Ratatouille for reference. It's pretty tall, pretty thick. It's almost like a bread cookie, would you say?
I didn't eat any of this.
Oh,
so
I already had some. And then it's full of toppings on the inside and on top. So you see all the chocolate chips. I think this one is like the orange pecan flavor, a limited edition for the month of July. So if you are going there, it's probably going to be a different flavor by now. But I guess just for the heck of it, I'll break this open so you guys can see the inside. It's pretty thick, but very delicious.
Yeah. So they brought cookies back. They sell them in ones. And then inside a box, they said like they have boxes that can fit like 3 comfortably,
3
or
to
6,
4.
and then another box that fits like 6 comfortably. We bought like 12, maybe 12 cookies.
We bought about
brought them
12
back,
cookies,
and
yeah.
I mean that's a lot of added weight to our luggage. But they give you like these menus that rotate. Here's the menu. They give you like these menus that rotate. So every month there's like a new menu of cookies. So on the back side they have like all the flavors. I've seen people like collect these because like the artwork is very interesting.
Oh yeah, every box that you get, there's also a collector's card that comes with it. We don't collect these ourselves, but I think it's pretty cool that they do have collector's cards. They're each numbered as well with a little description. So that's super awesome.
So if you collect them and you want these, I mean,
Let us know.
You know, like we're not attached to these, but also we're hoarders, so we don't throw anything away. So we still have them. So yeah, comment if you collect these Gideon cards, and we'll ship them to you. We'll ship them to you. We have the 6 ravens, Poppy, and Benedict Piccadilly. It's a cat. Okay, so that was. Oh, I want to show you. So these cookie jars, they're not my only cookie jars.
More?
There's-
Why am I shocked? Would you carry cookie jars back from your vacation? Comment below. Let us know. These cookie jars weigh like what, 20 pounds?
No, probably don't weigh that much.
Total?
But this is my Disneyland Castle cookie jar.
Much lighter, much smaller. We should put here as for comparison. Well, I'm not going to attempt to carry it because I don't want it to fall.
And then this is my Space Mountain cookie jar. And then like when you put them together, this is like Disneyland, right? So this is like Disneyland.
You should show the castle for comparison.
And then the other
It's
one,
actually two. Like it seems like it's.
the other one is like Disney World. But yeah, see like a little size reference. I mean, honestly, like this castle's really big
Yeah.
in Disney World.
This is what it looks like in real life.
Yeah.
Our California castle and our Florida castle.
But I like her castle. Size isn't everything.
The charm.
Yeah. I think that's everything that we got. See, so I didn't buy that much stuff from Walt Disney World. It was very contained. You should see.
A very conservative purchase.
Yeah, you should see our Disney Japan haul.
Oh my goodness.
Disney Japan stuff There's a lot.
There's a lot. If you want to check it out, let us know. I think we brought back like 6 popcorn buckets.
6 popcorn buckets.
Probably.
Tons of headbands, tons of plushies. We got these pillows back. We had to vacuum seal these to get them back. So, you know.
It was definitely worth it, but
I know how to pack.
we went with empty luggages with intent.
With
and
intent.
we filled them up very,
Yeah.
very quickly.
So yeah, this is our merch haul from Walt Disney World. Thank you for watching. I think we did want to do a giveaway. We do have some Disney Tokyo merch that we want to give if you guys are interested. They are popcorn tongs, so they're exclusive to Disney Japan. Over there, I guess people don't want to touch the popcorn, so they have these popcorn tongs, and it comes in a little case with a little D-ring so that you can attach this. So they actually attach this to their popcorn buckets over there.
Yeah, or backpacks.
Or backpacks or whatever, and then you flip it open, and inside there are some tongs
Cutest hands.
that you can use to like eat your popcorn and eat. And I mean, over there, the popcorn has a lot of flavor. They have like curry flavor, they have matcha flavor, so there's probably like a lot of powder on it. So maybe that's why they have these tongs so that you can, you know, not get your hands dirty. But I mean, imagine you could use these for chips. You
Yeah,
could use these.
I can totally see that. Chips, Doritos, Cheetos.
You're having a party and you have like appetizers and you just want to like have a mini tong with like Mickey hands. These, they say Disney Tokyo Resort on them. I have a couple of these, and
The
so
popcorn looks like a Mickey Mouse.
oh yeah,
I
there's a
just
little
noticed that.
popcorn charm here that looks like a Mickey Mouse. But yeah, so we're gonna give this away, and I think, what do we need to do to get this?
Like.
Are there likes on YouTube?
I think so.
Okay, so
Subscribe.
subscribe. If you could subscribe, sometimes you hear the people telling you to hit the bell or
that
get the notification bell.
Maybe we'll have animation here in the future, but right now.
Right now we don't know how to do
point out
anything.
the
It's
merch.
very. We said we're gonna do this in one shot. There's gonna be no editing. But yeah, so if you can hit the notification thing, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. So 4 things. If you could do those 4 things,
That's a lot.
of things. Yeah, maybe we should drop one.
Maybe at least subscribe.
Okay, subscribe. We're gonna get kind of confused. Okay. Subscribe, notification, and comment.
Sure.
Okay, subscribe, notification, and comment. If you don't do those 3 things, we'll put your name into like a random generator. We'll have to find it.
We'll
find something because I don't want it to be. I want it to be honest and everything. I'll put it into like a generator thing, and then whoever gets it, then we will reach out to you and we will ship this to you. Yeah, and in the future, maybe we'll give other stuff away.
Yeah. Let us know what else you guys want to
Yeah,
hear about or talk about.
Yeah, so I mean, like, we're not exclusively Disney. I mean, this is for a different Disney trip. But yeah, I just thought we'd do a video and see where it goes. But yeah, I think that's everything. I hope this video wasn't too long. I don't know how long we went actually.
I'm going to guess 45 minutes, but we'll see.
45 minutes. I didn't want it to be that long. But okay. Yeah, so this is Stanley
Stanley!
and Andrew. And yeah, this was our merch haul. Thanks for watching, and
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, leave some comments. I really like talking to people. So, okay. Bye.
Bye!